The Dickens is going on. Yes, in a tale of the two cities, the Sky Blues get their victory in the city of Portsmouth. The Sky Blue Army travelled with great expectations, and it was Portsmouth who fell on hard times. And just like in the Christmas Carol, the Sky Blues were being very Scrooge-like and left Fratton Park with the win, 3 points, and feeling like a bleak house they've left behind tonight. We are top of the league, Vicky. What a night. Because when I look at the results, Ipswich 0, Charlton 3. Norwich losing again. They're out of it already, aren't they?
Yeah.
Leicester losing at Hull City. Southampton slipping up again. I know Bristol won 3-1, but that's pretty good for us. Preston losing to Blues at home. Millwall beating Stoke 2-0. This couldn't have been a better evening, really, could it? What a fantastic night. I'm going to quickly read some comments. We'll get these on, and then we'll just have a chat about what we've just seen tonight. Unbelievable. I've got to say, well, I'm starting to believe. Councillor Legrand, PUSB, Mick Kelly, great result. BTA on fire. Sims, best game by a mile. PUSB onwards and upwards. Salop, CCFC. Sakamoto is a delight to watch sometimes. Pure delight. Rounds of possibility. Shame we let the goal in. We fell asleep, but 3 points is 3 points. Mick Davenport, great result, lads. Was a bit disappointed with the late goal, but 3 points is all that mattered. 40, it was a great performance. A shame we conceded at the end. Don't see many teams getting 3 points at a place like this. Fantastic result, says Rich T. Of course, Frank knows what he's doing. Mark Reed, I thought Ellis Sims played really well tonight. Real handful. Rich T, yes, Ellis played, but we tired towards the end. Lee Beckett, thank you again. Skyby World, we are living in. Thomas Asante on fire, says Rich T. Joe Kelly, Ellis Sims did play all right. I just wish he took his chances to get one or two. He's a little bit clumsy, but wow, what a team. Lee Beckett, shame we didn't get the clean sheet. Wayne Brewerton, great win to the bogey side of this year. Mark R, what a date night for Miles and Ken. Mick Davenport, BTA blitzed them. Lee Beckett, all year, one parachute payment teams lost. Phil Taylor, what a great battling win, and we are really pulling away. BTA and Sims, fantastic work rate and performances. Chrissy Reed, so happy. Dave Granigan, come on City, what a result. Everyone is saying that. Mark Patman, evening guys, PSB, great performance. BTA was an improved player, most improved player. Vicky, will know, I'm not a Sims fan, but by far the best game we've seen so far. That was from West Handley. I mean, comments, they're coming in so thick and fast. I'm trying to read as many as possible before we start. Steve Curry, absolutely great performance from back to front, different formation and fighting performance and tactics. A masterclass from Lampard. What are they going to say on Second Tier Podcast? Oh, heck. Jane Gallantly, Rushworth has broken the record for Coventry goalkeeper who's kept a clean sheet for the longest time, 613 minutes. I'm glad that's out of the way. Paula Collins, control. We have control. A big shout out. Vicky's star, Ellis Sims, 2 assists. Salop CCFC, Claudia and Vicky have the mic switch on. That's a great start. That's up, Vicky. You're right, Sims, working hard and glad to see. In courts, what odds would you get for Invincible this season? Carmen O'Macro, yes, I think Rushworth did because they scored in 96 minutes. Rob Murray, don't be disappointed at conceding. We won again. Right, let's start with the absolute curveball. Was Wolfenden coming in for a full debut? Sims in for Wright, which is interesting, Vicky, because I did say at the weekend, Wright strolled around for 65 minutes. And apparently I am hearing he's struggling with jet lag, apparently. And Sakamoto out as well, which is something we privately put in the group chat this morning where I think Sakamoto wouldn't be playing. We weren't even sure we were playing 3 at the back, were we? Which I think we kind of did, actually. But that was a curveball. I've got to say, Wolfenden, you wouldn't know it was his full debut, would you, tonight? He just slotted in beautifully. What a class play we got there.
Yeah, just slotted in like he'd been playing with Bobby and all season. It's just, yeah.
I just absolutely wonderful. So what did you make to the changes? Were you surprised to see Sims in there?
Not so much Sims, because I did think that like we did say that White just looked a little bit off it on Saturday, and obviously he's been away for international duty, and like there's a lot of games I think maybe Sims would get given a chance. I always prefer him away from home in games like that where it's going to be tough. So I wasn't so surprised by that, but I was surprised about Wolverhampton coming in and like the sort of complete change of like setup. That was a bit of a curveball, wasn't it?
Which is weird because you look at the lineup and I saw his name and I was looking to see if Kitchen and Thomas were missing.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, okay, what's he doing here then? So immediately I thought, well, it's 3 at the back, isn't it? It's got to be 3 at the back, which is a massive surprise because it's. I lent into Luca on Saturday when somebody behind me was going, well, maybe he needs to change his formation for the odd game. I says, Lampard's 4-3-3 all the way. And next game, changes the formation, which is brilliant. He obviously thought there was going to be a threat. I mean, they're a bit gung ho, aren't they? Portsmouth in the way they play, they like to get it forward quickly. So he probably wanted a bit more height in defence. But I thought the first 10 minutes was great. We had an early chance. EMC had a chance to get he got a shot on target. Then we had a corner after 7 minutes where there's a bit of a melee. We should have scored. So a good first 10 minutes. And we could have had a couple of goals, couldn't we? I mean, 13 minutes was a through ball. I think, was it Grimes put it through to EMC or Sims where he had a shot. I think he actually got tackled. So the first 15 minutes, I thought it was pretty decent the way we started.
Yeah, we've always said, haven't we, that if we start well like that, it bodes well. It's the games where we sort of struggle to get out the starting blocks, you're always a bit worried. So, yeah, I thought, we were really, really sort of positive the first sort of 10, 15 minutes, and that just set a good tone for the game then. And I suppose then you're just hoping, aren't you, that we're going to create something and actually score, because what you don't want is lots of sort of chances like that, and then it gets on and on and on in the game, and then Portsmouth nick something. That's always the worry, isn't it, in that scenario? But then once Asante got his goal, you're just thinking, yeah, this is going well.
Now, on 15 minutes, there was an incident where could have been a penalty. They got a corner, and I think if we had VAR, we might have got undone there, actually. It struck De Silva's arm. Then it went out. There was a clumsy challenge from Milan. And, of course, Jonathan Swift steps up to take the free kick. And I thought, here we go. And it was absolutely awful, wasn't it, the free kick? And really, that's about it from Portsmouth in the first half. They didn't really show a lot, did they? And then on 19 minutes, Sims get a shot off. I think it was cleared off the line. There's a ricochet. I mean, that could have been 3. So it was kind of like we were in control, weren't we?
Yeah. And that's it. We created chances. I mean, I don't think, again, that we've seen us at our full potential yet, but we've still managed to go away to a difficult away ground and largely control the game, create chances and score some goals. And so I just think it just bodes well that we still seem to be actually building up to 100% and sort of maybe fifth gear. And so if we're doing stuff like that, sort of maybe at 50%, it's just the world's our oyster, really, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, Vicky, we had a great win in Millwall. People say it's a tough place to go. We got to win. Portsmouth, tough place to go. We got to win. We are winning games, away from home now. We've got the best record in the league away from home at the minute. And
the thing is as well that I found tonight is it reminded me a bit of when we got promoted from League One and we had to go to Ipswich. Yeah. And tonight I thought this feels like that sort of game. This is like a real marker of what we're going to do this season. If we go there and get a result, it felt very much like when we went to Ipswich, and obviously then that season got curtailed, but I'm convinced that we'd have gone up as champions whether that season got curtailed or not, because that Ipswich game was that sort of marker that we're going to go away to a tough ground, one that we haven't necessarily got the best results at, and we're going to perform and get that result. And that I felt really tense tonight for some reason. It's the most stressed I've felt all season, but I think it was because, in part, that's how I felt about the game, that this was a real marker, that if we came away with the 3 points, that really put a statement down as to what we're looking at this season. I'm feeling really sort of positive about all of that.
Well, I said to you at half time, didn't I? I said I felt like this looks like this probably end up 1-1 now because we had all the chances and didn't take enough of them basically. But then we got the goal, and I've got to say, Ellis Sims today, I thought had a really good game as a centre forward. I thought he battled well. He tried to hold the ball up, and of course, he's involved in the first goal where I think it was kept alive by I can't remember which defender it was that headed it back across the goal. Ellis, I think an Ellis Sims with more confidence about him would have headed that towards goal to score, but it was, and I think it probably would have gone into the net. He was heading that way, but of course, Thomas Asante, the man on the spot, this guy, it reminds you of the Duracell bunny from way back for those who are old enough to remember.
Yeah.
Transformation in BTA is, I say transformation, it's the player that myself and Miles were excited about when we signed him, because we thought this is the kind of forward we really needed. And it's almost like he hadn't got his lithium batteries in last season, had he? He's got those ever ready, the ones you get at Christmas that last about 5 minutes. But at the minute, amazing, I think, his performance was. And also, Vicky, in the second half, one thing I noticed was he won the ball near Milan over on the right side. 20 seconds later, he's on the left side on the halfway line, putting in another tackle.
Yeah.
To me, it basically shows what hard work does. The harder you work, the luckier you get, and it creates chances for you. And he was there again, wasn't he, for that goal?
He's getting rewarded for the effort he puts in. I mean, you're right. I mean, his engine is just remarkable. And I remember I've been sort of watching him for a bit, and I was disappointed when West Brom signed him. I was hoping, because there was talk about us looking at him then, wasn't there? And I was hoping we were going to sign him then. And obviously then he went to West Brom, because I think at that point we probably couldn't afford to compete with West Brom. So I was really excited when we signed him last summer, and I think, like you said, he just didn't really, things didn't quite work out, did they, for one reason or another? And this season he's just come back looking like we've all said, the player that we thought we'd sign originally, and that effort is just getting him chances, either for him or for opposition, for other players within the team. So like that one against, was it against Millwall when he charged the defender down and then played it across the right. Just things like that. So not only just him poaching goals, but just creating chances and basically causes in disarray within defences, like opposition defences, isn't it? And it's just, but how he keeps going for 90 plus minutes is just remarkable. And I suppose a lesson to everybody about what sort of levels you need to hit if you want to really be successful.
I think we can well and truly put aside now the talk of tiredness and disruption with international breaks, because that's 2 now, and we've come back as strong as before, basically, in the last 2 games, and the time before. We're not losing games. We haven't lost any games, but it felt like it was a ready-made excuse in the past, and I don't think Frank Lampard wants excuses. Basically, this is a guy who used to do international duty all the time and come back and just perform
and carry on.
At the end of the day, they're playing football. They're not down the coal mines, are they? I'm sure they can. If they weren't doing this, it'd be training or something. So I just think the attitude is spot on at the minute, basically. Go on about the second. I'll tell you what, I'll do some comments because there's loads here. Paddy Fitzgerald, this team is hungry for success. Fantastic performance. Greg Brindle, Mount Rushworth, what a keeper. Wayne Ghost, what a soft goal to concede. Should never happen. Oh, Wayne, come on, man. So, we know that. Blame Kitchen. We'll talk about it later. It doesn't matter. We won 2-1. Sakamoto was awesome coming on as a sub. They couldn't handle him, said Joe Kelly. 40. Other teams saying we haven't played anyone good yet. These so-called better teams can't beat teams we have. So you can only beat what's in front of you. We're top of the league. Everybody else is going to be worse than us, aren't they? As today at work, the guy I work with, he says, he's a Blues fan. He says, oh, I was looking at the fixtures. We've got Preston, we've got Stoke, we've got Bristol City. We're playing loads of teams that are above us. I says, well, to be fair, there aren't many below you. So I thought, we're top of the league. So, we will be playing teams that aren't as good as us at the minute. Simple as that. There's a possibility Sims was average, which means he played well. He's better than average, honestly. Sometimes I do wonder. Salop CCFC thought from the start Wolfie would be played in a 3 when the games require it. Dave Granigan, I know it sounds greedy, but it's a shame about not keeping a clean sheet. I thought the lads deserved it. Well, yeah, but it shows you though, David, that one little slip up, that's how you're going to be on your mettle the whole 98 minutes. Although I don't know where 8 minutes came from, or it ended up being almost 9 minutes. Mark, I think the lineup formation changes make sense to manage the players and to test out the alternative formation. Paula Collins. I'm sure we've seen Miles and birthday boy Ken at the back of the stand still drinking from the pub. Well, yes, it's Ken's birthday, and I believe he's 65. Is he, Vicky? I think.
Something like that, isn't it? Yeah, about 60.
Yeah, he reckons he's not older than me, but he's got to be older than me. He's that old. He should be embalmed. Wayne Brewerton. See Lampard's passion nearly kicked off with him and their manager. I didn't like that. And Cooley Buetti says Frank might just be a football genius. Don't know how to describe it. It's just got better from the back all the way forward. Miles mentioned this Sunday. The points tally since he's took over is ridiculous. Mark Hart, only 25 points from safety. Spot on, Mark. Proper Cov fan. Mick Kelly, 15 shots, 9 on target. Spencer Payne, best game Sims played. Rich T, not sure whether the ref got another 2 minutes from the end. At the end, Mark Cunningham, excellent. I think it's really time to believe. Wayne Ghost, how is Rodoni getting back in the starting 11? You know what? I think he will do when he's fully fit, and I think it'd be EMC and Sakamoto that'd be swapped around with Asante in the team as well, with right up front. I mean, at the end of the day, Rodoni, like on Saturday, it's Rodoni that was missing. Because we scored 2 excellent goals, but we weren't really creating a lot, were we? And Rodoni is a man you can't have him on the bench. We're not that good yet.
It does show that, doesn't it? We were worried about a bit of depth, and actually, like Rodoni's been out, and we're obviously missing him, and it'd be great when he's back. But we've managed to still, like, players have come in and done a job, haven't they? So
is that 4 in a row we won without him? We'd see in the old days. I'm not sure we'd have done that without Hamer and Gyökeres, and we'd have struggled to win 4 in a row. I mean, is that 5 now in a row? It's 5 now, isn't it? It's bonkers. It's truly bonkers. Frank Wood said the reality is there's no one in this league that is taking their chances like we are. Mick Kelly, Rich T, we had a bet for 2-2. Tom Mix, the whole of Cov is in mourning, letting that opposition goal in. It's the only thing we've got to moan about. Yeah, it's true. And apparently warm beer in the conference hall. Mark Patman, we look comfortable all over the pitch, onwards and upwards. The way we are playing at the moment, we could be 10 points clear by Christmas. Salop CCFC thought Torp had a quiet game. Grimes given a break in the back of 3 also. Mark R, the league table is starting to shake out. But how did we get a 5-point gap to 3rd place? I know, it's brilliant, isn't it? Frank Wood Ellis was massive today. Wayne Litwood, evening. We march on with another 3 points. And Cooley Breto, the Duracell Bunny. Greg Brindle, BTA, Thomas the Tank Engine, work ethic. Wow. 40, I believe that BTA is now top the goal assist contribution this season. Rounds possibility. BTA now joint top scorer with Haji. Paula Collins, top players rested tonight and other stars still to come back from injury. Squad looks confident as a whole. EMC and BTA, good hard shift. Steve, CCFC, Sky Blue win. Leicester lost. Can it get any better? Sims had a really good game and even trapped back, which is being guilty of not doing. Overall, on we go. Wayne goes, that's how I want to see Ellis play for us. Much better. Lee Beckett, BTA worth 30 million now. The guy's on fire. 16 goals since Rodoni went out injured. Was Jack holding us back? I don't think so. I think we're just getting better as a team. I reckon if he'd been playing, we'd have probably had 25 goals. Frank Wood. Frank has said BTA come back from close season fitter than anyone. Where are we going here? Nick NK doesn't look as if the year 1 payment teams are going to get a sniff this season. The consistent top 8 clubs like City, Borough, Bristol City, Millwall are the teams to beat. BTA another level. Nicholas James, we need to believe everyone. No playoff nonsense for us this season. Let's just win the whole thing. It really is on. Our numbers are just off the charts. The end of the first half then, which I thought was a good half. Chaplin cleared from De Silva. He had a great volley, didn't he? And that was cleared. Sims had a shot on 41 minutes. But I can't say, Vicky, it felt like a long half in the end.
Yeah, I was until we got that second goal, I was feeling a bit like, was it heart palpitations? Because obviously Portsmouth are at home. They came out after the half, didn't they? Just sort of give it a bit of a go, and it did get a bit scrappy. And you're sort of thinking that's the sort of time when you get a bit worried that a goal's going to just slip in because it's all a bit end to end and a bit scrappy. And Yeah, so I was glad when we got that second goal just to sort of calm it down again a bit, and I think sort of regain control again.
Yeah, well, the second half though, I mean, that started, well, I'm saying very scrappy indeed, didn't it? And BT had he had an air shot, didn't he, on 54 minutes?
Yeah.
And we're messaging saying, in some ways, it's all right if it stays like this because no one's going to score and we'll just see it out 1-0. And then 56 minutes, wow, your man Ellis Sims, to me, that is perfect centre forward, hold up play, played a beautiful pass to BTA. It was a tremendous ball. And for the first time since we've signed him, I actually thought he's going to score here, which is great. Because in the past, we've always said the player you want in that position is Haji Wright, don't we?
Yeah.
Because you thought BT would probably sky it or something. It was a great goal, wasn't it?
It just shows what some confidence is, isn't it? He's so in form and in confidence that, like you said, he's going through and you're thinking, this is 2-0. I mean, I was still just celebrating the pass from Sims, to be honest. And then when it was a goal as well, I was even happier.
Yeah, and just beautifully taken. And it kind of probably felt a bit too comfortable then. And it's weird, isn't it? Because we've never been in this position for a while where we can just think, well, we've won this. I did think that. I know you were nervous, but I actually thought we've won this.
Yeah.
Just don't do anything daft, basically. And we probably could have had a couple of more goals. At 65 minutes, EMC was taken off with Saka, and we're keeping it tight. We're making tackles, and this is what I noticed as well. We're making tackles in areas where it slows the opposition down. We're starting to win the ball higher up the pitch, niggly little fouls. Maybe this is where the 7 minutes comes from, because we weren't making little fouls in their half that just stopped the play, basically, which is, a bit of gamesmanship, isn't it? It's what we need.
Yeah, I think that was one of the problems we've always had historically, that we weren't very good at that, were we? We were always a bit too nice. And actually, you need a bit of that. I mean, you don't want to get into sort of like the really proper dark arts and some of the things that some clubs get up to, but just a few like little niggly tackles, just to slow up play when you need to, is what every team does. And if it helps you get results, it's needed, isn't it? And I think that's something we've added an added dimension to our game, really.
Yeah, I thought it was superb. Of course, BTA almost got the glorious hat-trick.
Oh, yeah, that was a shot, wasn't it?
You realise now he's going to hit the ball from anywhere, which is great, actually.
Yeah.
It's what we've been crying out for. We're scoring so many goals and creating chances from shots from outside the box. It's good to see, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, I mean, especially the shots from outside the area. I mean, like on Saturday, Torp and Asante, 2 goals from out on the edge. It's just, you've got players that are prepared to do that. And it's like, I mean, if you're not shooting, if the ball's not going into the area, you can't score. So if it's going that way, you've always got a chance, haven't you? That's the way to be going. And you never know, it might ricochet off somebody, and then you've got someone like Asante that's always ready to poach. So he's got quite a few goals from that type of scenario, hasn't he? Where the ball near the line and he's nipped in and scored. So yeah, it's just that sort of positivity is, well, it shows how many goals have we got. It's a crazy amount of goals, and it's because no matter what the score is, we're still positively going forward.
Got a goal difference of 23. Bristol City are next nearest with 8. Millwall are third with no goal difference. I mean, that's massive. I mean, basically, we are 6 points clear of third place now because of that goal difference.
Yeah, and it's crazy, isn't it? Because back in the day, I was happy if we had I was so used to having like a negative goal difference. I was always pretty chuffed if we managed to get to like 1 or something. Never mind 23.
I mean, we scored 31 goals. Hull City. See, this is a team who we thought we should have battered at home. They are now 7th, and they've scored 19 goals. Yeah,
they're picking up some decent results as well, aren't they? And they're picking up some decent results.
I think, it's for me the only game that was the disappointing one. You look at it now is Norwich, because we just missed the target so many times. We're third bottom at the minute. But out of all the games, we probably should have, picked up an extra 2 points there, and would have been 27 points. Would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? After 11 games, come on, what's going on, Vicky? It's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm living in some sort of parallel universe.
What is going on? It just don't make sense, does it? I just can't believe this. I'm sorry that I'm laughing, but I just can't believe it. Mark R, doesn't it feel good to be a City fan? Not a feeling I'm really used to. I'm actually, tomorrow's Wednesday. We'll enjoy Wednesday, hump day as well. Kimberly Murphy, amazing City girl myself, stone throw away from the stadium. Yes. It's going to be really, well, we'll all be chipper at work because I've got a Man City fan, they won. There's 2 Blues fans, they won. There's about 4 or 5 Cov fans, will be happy. So my production level is going to be massive tomorrow. Paul Collins, it's noticeable in the training sessions that there's a little fun, but lots of focus too, which is a change from pre-Lamps. Kimberly Murphy, and when Highfield Road was standing. Oh, right. So I thought Cameron De Rossi, the ref wasn't good. He was helping Portsmouth a lot, giving them free kicks. I didn't really notice. I've got to say, was the cameraman in Southampton? That's the furthest away, wasn't it? What an awful camera shots they were. Terrible, weren't they?
He could have gone off to random shots as well. Like, so he wasn't always following play. So all of a sudden, like, it suddenly panned back across, and you'd be like, "I've just missed that bit now." I don't know.
But yeah, there's one stage where the camera was on BTA and the game was going on. You're thinking, can you just get to the action? Wayne Ghost says Ken looks good for 65, to be fair. Keith F, excellent performance tonight. We looked dangerous all game, and they really didn't until the last few minutes. How far have we come from the last time we played Portsmouth? Really?
Well, yeah.
All over the pitch. And I mean, that was with Frank in charge. I think that's the first time he saw it and probably thought, right, I've got to sort this out because first of all, it was the keeper. We know that.
Yeah.
But I think he's done an incredible job in the space of time.
I think I said a few weeks ago, didn't I? That I think not only is virtually every player like steps it up, I think as a manager he's learned lessons. So that you can say that's a mark about how far he's come forward in that time as well. Because he's still learning, isn't he? He's still a relatively young manager, and so I think you can see the improvements in his sort of game management and sort of managerial things around that from the last sort of 12 months, and so he's grown. And
Vicky's frozen there slightly.
A lot's changed, and we're not the same team anymore, are we?
No, we're playing Watford at home Saturday. You can only expect to win, and I think it's quite right to expect to win now.
Yeah,
we've got to be that positive, and I think the crowd possibly. Well, we do need to play our part more than what we did on Saturday, and accept that sometimes it's not going to be easy, and that's when we get behind the team. Not groan at a missed pass or have a grumble. 0-0 at half time isn't the end of the world kind of thing. We've proved that several times. Nicholas James, there hasn't been a start like this in living memory. Correct. Brandon is just an incredible player. So pleased that he's now getting the plaudits for his perseverance and hard work. Just love this club, this squad, and love our Super Frank. League winners incoming. It's mad, it's only 11 games. Ken Stewart. Oh, Ken. Oh, he's must have got his helper. What a fantastic result tonight. Big statement that we are top for a reason. I think Miles is driving. If they're coming, although they staying tonight or coming back.
They're staying, aren't they? Yeah, they're staying.
That's a proper date night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope it doesn't get too romantic. Lee Beckett, good thing if we don't need to rush Rudy back. Of course, more issues. Keith Guppy, only 20 points from safety. That's somebody else's good Cov fan there. Every single player has improved so much under Frank and his staff. We will go up because of the togetherness throughout our special club, says Nicholas James. Joe Kelly, I'm going to wake up soon. Alison Berry, loved the Sims move for the second goal. Mick Davenport, last 5 games, 15 points, 100%. What did I say, Vicky? I said, why can't we win all the games? I'm telling you, I said it the last time we had the international break. And I'll keep saying it. I can't see us. I can see us just winning loads of games at the minute. Watched every minute of every game from Texas, planning on coming back for Christmas games, but don't want to jinx them. Oh, well, I'm going to wreck some.
Yeah, everybody watch out for that game. Don't bother going.
I'm already thinking, shall I just give my ticket to somebody else? Oh, I mean, yeah, superstitions and all that, it means nothing. It's down to
so much sticking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Food Tech says Sky Blue Heaven, great result, a tough place to go. Fitness and coaching is starting to show from Lampard and his team. BTA is marker for all our squad to win this league. His running and desire. Cameron DeRossi says Portsmouth had an extra man, the ref 40. You could see BTA really wanted his hat trick tonight. It was a shame he couldn't get it. Indy Carr for the goal conceded. I'd rather Kitchen miss that one and get a vital block clearance Saturday. Unfortunate to miss the ball. Yeah, to be honest, he's not put a lot wrong, has he, in this season? Mr. Kitchen, he's done a grand job. And only our second goal we've conceded. See, this is the thing. This is only our second goal from open play in 11 matches that we've conceded. That in itself is ridiculous as a statistic compared to the whole league. So, and there was a lot of good blocks today. There was a lot of good headers clearing. There's a lot of good tracking back. We've got players working back to get the ball off players. You know, they're all putting a shift in. Nicholas James, Claudia and Vicky, spot on in terms of being a statement. Winners, Fratton Park will continue to claim big scalps. After 11 games, it's no fluke. We are top of the league. Frank has masterminded a squad with serial winning mindset. He may just be a managerial genius. BTA shoots from the halfway line like a kick it for the ticket contestant. Paula Collins, 31 and 8 for and against goals. Wayne goes, Wednesday going to grab a point against Borough. I'll tell you what, I won't be surprised, actually. Come on, everyone, give the channel a like and subscribe. Yes, please like and subscribe. I forgot to say that bit. Miles will be telling me off. Don't worry, I'll put money on Middlesbrough to win. It's the easiest way for them to lose. Top mix, Claudia, welcome to the Twilight Zone. Correct. Gino Atta, cameraman was recording from the top of the Spinnaker Tower. It did seem like miles away. Ryan Dean, how refreshing to see how fit the players are this season. Previous seasons, the players have been struggling with 15, 20 to go. Did we only have 8 points this time last season or something ridiculous? We're fourth bottom. Yeah, what incredible. Nicholas James, as a fan base, we should now be changing our thinking. I've heard particular Sky Blues podcasters say, well, we'll lose at some point. I say, why? I don't see us losing anytime soon. I don't understand why we have to lose. Well, it's true. I suppose, though, statistically, you do lose a game. It happens. And it will be a bit like when we did get promoted from League One. We lost to Tranmere and got relegated.
That'll be the sort of silly game we're going to lose, isn't it? The trouble is, I mean, theoretically, there's no reason why we can't win every game. But like you said, statistically, like every season, the team that's champions is generally losing at least one game, aren't they? In fact, I think they lost at Portsmouth last season. So when they went up, they lost at Portsmouth. So we're already doing better than them. But it happens so infrequently that a team goes all season without losing any game, and it's so rare that it's difficult to believe there won't be at least one game. It's just, I mean, it's just statistics, isn't it? And so
yeah. Well, when we got to the playoff final, we lost to Blackpool at home, and they got relegated.
Got this sort of confidence. Yeah.
John Merck says, apparently Ken, happy birthday, has just woken up and asked Miles if they have named the team yet for tonight. Never mind Manchester United or United. Next birthday, Ken, to Prem, CBS, PUSB, Steve Price. Another classic performance, joy to watch. Run out of superlatives. Got a tricky word to say. Wayne Ghost, love seeing Rushworth giving the team a rollicking tonight. Shows how much it means to him. 2 9-pointer weeks. Can you? Yeah, incredible.
That's nice. Ian as well, isn't it? Who's come over, because not every time he's come over has he had a successful trip. So it'd be nice. It's nice for him to be getting some.
From France, yes.
Yeah, that was nice.
So Mark R, we are 22 places higher, 16 points better off, and the goal difference is 27 goals higher than after 11 games last season. Let's go beat Reading's record, says Wayne Ghost. Why not? Nicholas James, absolutely correct, Claudio. At home, we need to keep it noisy, especially when the boys need us. We are the reason why the CBS will continue to be a fortress, along with our brilliant lads. Paula Collins, who's Hamer and O'Hare? Their time has come and gone. And Cooley says, I agree with Claudio. Why can't we win every game? Draw a few, but I see us taking that trophy this season. What could bring us down? Steve, CCFC, my brother's a Watford fan. It's coming Saturday. Could be the last time he ever speaks to me. I have a feeling we're going to turn Watford over. Ian Small, great night. Where is he? He's just moved again. Great night. Odd sub to put Bidwell on. City fans in the hotel moaning about conceding. How times have changed, honestly. I hope Miles isn't one of those moaning. John Murch, Ken already asleep on the couch. Doesn't even know he's been out of Coventry today. Bless him. Happy birthday, big man. Premier League next stop. Robbo, people chatting about losing. Just enjoy our success. We're winning the league. Confidence breeds confidence. PUSB. Ray Carolyn, Frank's decision to make changes surprised me, but once again, he got it spot on. Wolfenden gelled well with Thomas and Kitchen. Ian Small, Vicky, Ellis, reborn tonight. Robin Lippman, Claudia, nice to meet you on Saturday with your son. I told you to keep believing. 65 points from 31 games since Frank took over. Promotion form, correct? Pompey Lil, O'Hare is on his way back to City. I don't know what for. Water Carrier, John Murch, champions performance tonight. Frank has found the spiritual home and seems to really love Coventry. Rightly so. Feeling is both ways. It just fits Lampard and Coventry, doesn't it? Christy Hannity, there's only one thing that can stop us winning the league: injuries. 40, speaking of superstitions, does that mean Miles will keep having to say we'll get beat? Well, yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So, Vicky, we did concede at the end. Alan came on for talk, though. That was, I think that was always going to happen at some stage. BTA obviously had that great shot, and then he had another shot after that. Bidwell and KKH came on for Santi and De Silva. And I think Kessler Hayden had a shot then, didn't he, late on? And then the referee puts up.
Oh, yeah.
The referee puts up a fortnight of injury time for some reason. And we both went 7 minutes, but I think looking back on reflection, it may have been lots of little little stoppages here and there. And of course, we did concede that goal, which was, yes, I can tell you now, I've obviously not heard the Frank Lampard interview. He won't be happy with conceding that goal the way we conceded it. And in a game where they're going to get tight games and we might need a 0-0 here and there, you don't want to give away goals like that, do you, really, late on?
No, and it just brought that little bit of pressure for the last couple of minutes as well, didn't it? And but I mean, I suppose the good thing is that you could tell how frustrated like Rushworth was shouting, and like there'd been a desire to keep another clean sheet, and they were all disappointed. So they've got 3 points, but they're still disappointed they've conceded a goal, and that's a good attitude, isn't it? To that bodes well as well. I mean, yeah, it's frustrating, but I guess if the mistake had to be tonight when we still won the game, it's just someone said in the comments, didn't they? It's better that it was tonight rather than on Saturday when we might be winning 1-0, and it would be more crucial.
A lot of these results, I don't think people would have predicted tonight. And of course, we've got tomorrow night's fixtures, which will be interesting because Middlesbrough are at Sheffield Wednesday, aren't they? I believe, which somebody's mentioned already. I'm just going to get them up now. So yes, tomorrow night. So we got well, the only one that really affects us is Sheffield Wednesday and Middlesbrough because they're all below us, aren't they? so Middlesbrough, where it's Sheffield Wednesday, you can see a draw there, can't you? But then Friday you got Preston, Sheffield United. You see, so you know that's another team. Preston could end up with another draw there. But Saturday, more importantly, this is where it becomes interesting. So we've got Watford, Ipswich, West Brom, Stoke City at Portsmouth. I wouldn't fancy Stoke at Portsmouth, even though we beat them tonight.
Yeah.
Bristol City got Birmingham. Hull are playing Charlton. So that's 2 teams up there in the top 6. And yet again, Charlton doing superb. Middlesbrough got Wrexham, Millwall, Leicester. You see what I mean? So yet again, it could be quite favourable. So by the time we get to Wrexham, by the time we get to Wrexham, and me being the bad luck charm, I'm not going to feel so guilty if it goes wrong on the night. It's Halloween as well, to get ready for the horror show, and all the rest of it. I think we'll beat them. I really do. John Murch Lampard is taking Coventry to the promised land, and not before time. You just sense this is our year, finally. PUSB, the long and winding road back to where Coventry belong. Mark, are we becoming a bit of a machine? Should break the bank to sign Rushworth now, says Wayne Goes. Robbo, let's take the second to praise Doug King for a brave decision to sack Robbins, which was initially vilified for. What a excellent choice in super Frank. Mick Davenport, the ref played 9 minutes extra. He needs to be struck off. It seemed ridiculous. Robbo, no way was there 9 minutes. The ref gave them the squeeze. You know something which is interesting. So they scored, and he then plays another 2 minutes. When we played Sunderland, the playoff final, they scored, and he just blew for time, didn't he? We took the ball to centre spot, and he just blew for time.
Yeah, and also in the first,
didn't they?
Yeah, and also in the first half, we had a free kick, and he blew because it was the end of time. But then he let them; they had a corner, and he let them take it, even though time had passed. So it wasn't really very consistent, was it, about that?
No. COV87 need better than EMC for me. Refuses to track back to help JDS. Mark R. This time last season, we're slagging the recruitment team off. I think we owe them a massive apology. I think everyone agrees there was no way it's 9 minutes. So I'm just getting a few more. 40 could be a blessing in disguise, considering as it keeps everyone on their toes, which is true. Our coaching staff says Robbo, top notch. Asante growing, and Sakamoto superb. Hayden, brilliant talent. Bringing reinforcements, and Jan, no stopping us. Oh yeah, that's the key now, isn't it? I think. See what happens when. See where we are at Christmas. Alison Berry, we will be bringing all the scares to Wrexham. We've gone on for 42 minutes. This is normally it's going to be half an hour. We could go on forever. We'll be back here on Thursday night when Miles presenting, and he will be, he's no doubt his cheerful self, and he'll be bringing you all the delights from tonight as him and Ken celebrated his birthday, Ken's birthday, by the magnificent Sky Blues going down and basically showing Portsmouth what it's like to have a team who are top of the table playing at your stadium. I think it's absolutely fantastic, Vicky. I'm 60 years old. I cannot remember a time like this. Even, I keep saying it, this is a really good time to be a Cov fan. Just enjoy it. Just really enjoy it, because as a club, these sort of things don't happen. We've got a goalkeeper now who's broke the record for, the minutes not conceding the goal. And that's the team effort as well. Yeah. We're winning games. I mean, the key now is to get to 15 games unbeaten, and that equals a record from the 1930s, which would be superb. And then we keep going. Whether we can do the 25 games we did in 66, 67 is another thing. But it can happen. And why can't it happen? Why can't it be us, Vicky? Why not us? Simple as that.
Exactly.
So we bid you good night, and we'll be back Thursday to brag a bit more, because I just keep bragging and be happy, people. What a great win at Fratton Park. Doesn't happen very often. I'll take it every day of the week. Play up Sky Blues.
Top of the league.
We certainly.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.